Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I am One Welsh Sheep yet again, and in one of the greatest fine I'll do it myself moments out there in the industry right now, some absolute mad folk have ported Sonic Unleashed to the PC. And when I mean ported, I don't mean emulating it. I don't mean like a remake like Project 06. I mean straight up, this is Sonic Unleashed on the PC, just straight up. And if anyone wants to give this a try, you will need a 360 copy of Sonic Unleashed, and I will be posting a link to the GitHub page, which will give you all the information you need to play this in the description. But for now, let's just delve right on in, because I've only had a quick go at the tutorial level just to make sure it actually runs, and it does run. So now I'm going to go and delve in and just really give this a proper go, give this a proper crack, because this is something that I have been clamoring on for years about wanting Sonic Unleashed to come back onto the old PC platform. And it's not just me, many other Sonic fans have been like begging for this game to come. And again, like I said, this is a native PC port. It's insane. Now, start things off, if we go to the options menu here, the options menu have been rejiggered specifically for PC, so now you have extra features and extra options in here that weren't in there in the first place, including the ability to turn off the Werehog battle theme. Thank you, Lord. In fact, I will turn that off right now because that's going to be... Oh, I can finally hear the night theme music without having to hear constantly. Then you got your typical video options, such as your window size, your resolution scaling, your full screen FPS counter, which it recommends 60 FPS because higher than 60 can cause problems. It's beatable with higher than 60 apparently, but 60 FPS is recommended for the time being until future updates to this PC port, where they update to the game to work better. Obviously, you got the default anti-aliasing and so on and so forth, motion blur. And you can even add in a color filter, like on the 360 version, to make the game look a little bit warmer, like it, is on the 360. But without any further ado, let's just delve right on in and, I guess, do the first act of the game, as well as the first Werehog level, so we can see what we're going with. And it feels so smooth and good. Oh, like if the quality of this is the same all the way through, I'm telling you guys one thing right now, this is the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed. Like, if this is the case all the way through the course of the game, from now on, if I tell someone to play Sonic Unleashed, this is how it's going to be done. Let's just delve right on in to Act 1. Oh.
Here we...
And the loading times are so quick as well, which is to be expected. I'm on an SSD, but this is insane. So before, prior to this, if you wanted to play Unleashed on PC, the only real option was to, well, use the Xenia emulator, which tended to usually work, but it was never the ideal solution, like there were little bugs and glitches in terms of the visual design, so on and so forth, but oh, this just feels so responsive and so damn good to play. And I'm actually kind of shocked there's like no shader stutter or anything like that in here either. Like, this is just straight up, like, this is my first run through the level, so everything just seems to run perfectly smooth. Granted, I am using a pretty high-end computer to play this. But even on my high-end computer, I will still get shader stutters and all that, and it's just one of them things. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What can I tell you? Indeed. Oh, I tell you though, I can't believe we've finally gone to this point. You can probably see it in my face. I'm grinning from ear to ear. Like, this game has been like my dream PC port for the longest time. And with this now, I believe pretty much every Sonic game, 3D Sonic game, with the exception of Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06, has a real PC port. And in the case of Sonic 06, obviously... Oh, I fluffed that up horribly. Obviously, we have Project 06, but that's less of a port and more of a complete remake. So, I don't know, maybe some of the people in the community, some of the lovely folks out there are going to be like, willing to chuck this onto the old you know, Chuck Shadow the Hedgehog on the old PC. What can I tell you? And one of the really crazy things about this is like, I haven't tried it myself, but apparently some of the mod support from the Unleashed mod manager for Xenia works on this PC port. I haven't tested it out, but apparently it will function. And I hear they are getting support as well for the Hedgehog mod manager, which, you know, if people who mod PC Sonic games, you'll know what this is. It's used in all of the Hedgehog engine Sonic games, so yeah, if people don't like stuff like the medal system, for example, well, there's going to be an option to be able to mod that out eventually. Actually, technically there already is, because there's a mod for that on the Xenia build, but that's beside the point. Anyway, let's, tell you what, I'm just going to bump up the strength of the Werehog, because we're going straight into his level next, and just delving on in. Seriously, though, I can't believe this. And everything just looks so good. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, I gotta shut up and let the cutscene play for a sec.
Don't worry about it. Maybe your memory will come back on its own. Remember anything yet?
Nope.
Oh well.
Sonic? Whoa! Mr. Monster Guy is back!
Yeah, there you go. I just needed to show that off a little bit, just to show off the cutscenes and everything, and show everything is functioning properly. I didn't let the cutscene play for so long, because again, this is just a, you know, me previewing this version of the game. If you guys want to see the cutscenes in full, well, give the game a go. Give it a download. Again, you will need to have your own copy of Sonic Unleashed to play this, but oh, it's so good, and it's going to be amazing just playing this, like, essentially playing the definitive experience, because, you know, for the longest time, the best way to play Unleashed was probably the Xbox Series X version of the game, because that bumped up, like, the frame rate and everything. But now we get the resolution bump, as well as ultra-wide support if you have that kind of monitor. So this is just better in every single way. It's insane. Yeah, we know, Tails. You're gonna get scared and run away. All right, let's go. I'm kind of excited to see how the Werehog feels, because I think on the GitHub page they did say they did some things behind the scenes to make controls just feel that bit more responsive. Oh, I'm feeling it. This feels amazing. Oh, beautiful. And I can't believe we can finally play the levels without, you know, having our ears blasted, you know. In fact, I was just talking to one of my friends just before I started recording this video, and I kind of went into a mini thing explaining to him just how annoying the Werehog theme got with the fighting music. Because it's a good song, don't get me wrong, like, I like the battle theme for the Werehog. But, geez Louise, you know, hearing that so much really drives you insane after a while, you know. By the time you finish this game, you'll be sick and tired of the Werehog theme. So now we can just hear the normal level music, and oh, I love that. I don't think the devs behind this PC port have really done too much crazy, though, to change up how the game functions. Because they want this to be an as authentic PC port as they can make it, while also including quality of life features. So anything that would drastically change the game design, I think they're just deliberately trying to stay away from. So I don't think we're going to see the likes of, say, Supersonic integrated into the game properly, you know, through this PC port. Like, that's going to be a mod, which I'm okay with, to be honest, because, like, the modding community, they're gonna come in clutch with this, and anything that the modding community wants, well, chances are we're going to get. And oh, I'm excited to see what kind of chaos happens with this, you know. Again, it's just one of those things. Like, I'm just glad it finally exists. It's a shame that Sega never released the PC port themselves. I got a weird feeling this might hinder things for Sega sales-wise now. If Sega were to ever actually officially release the PC port, but I don't know, given how they've been kind of weird about Sonic Unleashed, largely because of the critical reception of the day, because like this game didn't review well at all. Some reviews were fair, some reviews were, well, less than fair, shall we say. So it's one of those cases where I think like the critical reception has kind of scared Sega away from porting this, and that's why it's taken so long. But we'll see, Maybe Sega has seen a light and they are actually working on a port as we speak, in which case, well, it's going to be a bit difficult for them now to make sales. That's what I'm going to say, because people who already own this on 360 are just like, well, I now have my own PC port anyway, you know? But we'll see how this all goes. I always find this particular moon medal to be an absolute nightmare to pick up. It's just like, it's just high enough where you need to have a perfect double jump to reach it. It's always annoyed me. But no, in terms of like how everything feels, how everything controls, it's perfect. Like just straight up, it's perfect. And one of the additional features as well that I read on the GitHub page is the ability to use the D-pad to move, which obviously in 3D, not really all that useful, but if you're in a 2D section and you prefer using the D-pad to be more precise in 2D, well now that's an option. You can now do that, which I really like. That's a nice little bonus that I wasn't expecting to really see added. There you go. Lay the smack down. There you go. Take that, you dark Gaia fiend, you. Oh, splendid. I wonder, actually, let me check the options menu, because I'm wondering if I can change the filter on the fly. I can! Alright, there we go. So I can change the way the screen looks on the fly, which is really, really nice. I'm going to turn it back off, because I think I prefer the game, you know, with the raw colors look, which is more closer to what it was like on the PS3. But there we are. Also, another cool feature is the achievements from the 360 version of the game have been kind of ported into this PC release as well. So if you press the back button while on the pause menu, boom, you gain access to all the achievements so you can actually work towards getting them if that's your cup of tea as well, which is a really nice thing that didn't need to be added, but I'm actually quite glad they did. Because there's lots of people who love going for achievements, and this really appeals to them, you know? It's like Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisit. That has a similar thing where it has achievements built into, like, that version of the game. And it just adds so much more, like, replay value for people, or more fun, essentially, you know? Oh, I'm definitely going to be doing a full playthrough of this, though, as soon as I can. And reading on the GitHub page as well, this does have Steam Deck support. I don't think it'll run quite this well on the Steam Deck, obviously, but then again, you never know. This seems really well optimized, so I will see. But yeah, if anyone has a Steam Deck, well, just to let you guys know, you can play this on the Steam Deck, which I'm going to be doing, like, not tonight, but tomorrow morning after I wake up, because it's getting late as it is. I'm mainly recording this as like a last minute thing. So when I get up tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be installing the heck out of this on the Steam Deck. And it's gonna be beautiful, what can I tells ya? What can I tells ya? Indeed. Oh. I also have fond memories of this part of the level, because my first experience with this game, or at least seeing the game outside of leaks, was back in the day, GameSpot did a show called On the Spot. I don't know if they still do it now. They still think it was On the Spot anyway. And they had some of the developers of the game come in and actually do a demo of like the beta version. And this was the first time I saw like the warehouse gameplay, and I thought it looked pretty fun. The UI was a little bit different. The Unleash bar wasn't there. It was a shield gauge, if I remember correctly, but yeah, I don't know. I just have fond memories of just being excited for this game back in like 2000, you know, early 2008, like 8, and just really, I don't know. I was getting into the hype cycle, you know. And also back then, I wasn't exactly scorned by Sonic 06 as well, because when I was younger, I used to actually quite enjoy Sonic 06. I had my issues with the game. Had my issues with the game like everyone does, but I enjoyed it back then. How do I feel about it nowadays? Well, to be honest, I'm due a replay. So, I don't know. Sonic 06 is one of those weird games, in my opinion, kind of flip-flops. Because sometimes I can appreciate it for what the game was trying to do. Then other times, just what the game is just becomes too frustrating for me. It's one of those cases, like, every playthrough of Sonic 06, I have a different kind of, like, opinion of. It's really weird. It's one of those, like, I don't know. How would I word it? Like, Schrodinger's video game or something like that? Ah, gosh. Anyways, just get these cheeky puzzle places done. I am trying to get through the night stages as quick as I can. Which honestly shouldn't take too long. This first night stage isn't that long. And honestly, I do find that a lot of the time, like, the werehog length of the levels are a little bit overblown. But that's the reason that complaint is probably this, because you're playing the werehog way more than you're playing normal Sonic. Which is a downside, unfortunately, with Unleashed, because, you know, the normal Sonic levels are the highlight. But I don't know, the werehog gameplay, I think, gets a lot of hate, and I actually think it's really fun. There are loads of instances that when I'm playing, and I'm like, I don't want to play as werehog yet. But in general, I think it's a really fun gameplay style. What can I tell you? Alright, let's just delve on around here quickly and get this many. I know I just said I was going to go through the levels as quick as I can, but I kind of go into autopilot when I play this game. It's like, there's a route I take in these levels, and I tend to just gravitate to doing that route willy-nilly without thinking. Well, there we go. I'm just going to slide on underneath here. Lovely jubbly. And then slide on up here. Oh. We are coming up to the end of the first stage of the game now. And should I show off the tornado sequence? I don't think I really need to show that off. Everyone knows what that's about. Maybe I'll show off like the first few seconds of it so you can see if it works or not, but it's not exactly a highlight of Sonic Unleashed. The tornado sequences are, like, honestly my least favorite parts of the game. It's just waiting for buttons to show up for like 3-4 minutes. That's it. But I digress. Alright, let's just delve on in here. There's some power-ups around here, I believe. There you go. This is damage power-up. That's what I want. Hey there, big boy. You want to fight with the werewolf claws? Because they are coming. Beautiful. There we go. Bit of advice. If you ever want to complete this very easily, always just charge at him with that power-up I just picked up and the Unleashed meter being on. Because you do so much damage, it trivializes this entire mini-boss. But I believe that's essentially this level done so. So, you know, I'm not going... And I don't care if again all the experience, I'll just continue onwards. A rank? Really? Huh. Just one that would have been an S. I normally get S ranks on this. Guess I'm out of practice. Oh well. Just get my combat up a little bit to get some cheeky skills. Beautiful. Get my life up. And bump up my Unleashed gauge a couple of times. There we are. Beautiful. Bellissimo. Alright, just skip ahead now to the tornado sequence. Just to have a look at it. Well, Sonic feel pretty good. Why like this? Not too shabby. Yeah. My voice kind of cracked, and that wasn't what I was going for. I'm just in awe. But yeah, that's all I can really say. I'm in absolute awe that this is a real thing, and I love it. Also, that's the first time I looked at this plane and I noticed the text saying Tornado 3 on it in high quality. I never noticed that before. That could just be me not being, being blind, but that's interesting. But here we go, the entire tornado sequence is here. Like I said, it's a boring set piece. It's one of the most boring parts of the game. You just wait for buttons to show up and you just push the buttons. That's all there is to it, really. But there we are, ladies and gents. With that, that has been Sonic Unleashed on PC. Again, description to try this out is in description. The link to try this out is in the description below, and if you have a powerful PC and you like Sonic Unleashed, well, we now have what I think might actually be the definitive version of this game, without a shred of doubt in my mind. But for now, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, and I shall hopefully catch you all again. So yeah, thanks for watching, I'll see you after. Bye! As soon as I get away from these stupid pests, shut me down, leave me alone and do it out. Oh,